Be with you in a tick.
Thanks, Cass. A minute longer and we would have had a riot on our hands.
Right.
Yes,
What can I get you?
I'm coming. I'm coming. Right
Coming
now.
right up. Want to start a tab? I'll have the waitress get with you then.
Well, hello there. Please, come and sit. Please, sit. I have not seen you here before. Are you new to town? Visiting a home for a while. Well, I do hope the visit goes well. Me? I am traveling, really. This small town is lovely around this time of year. An old friend of mine told me I should come and visit. So, here we are. My friend? Oh, they're out of town on a last-minute business trip. And staying in an empty house does tend to get lonesome. No need for an apology. I'm quite enjoying the company this evening.
Another round for the count.
Greetings, and what an interesting name. You may call me Vlad, hence the nickname the Count. It's odd to get such a welcome as I have had in this town. I've only been here for a few weeks, and I already have a nickname given by the locals.
There we are. Anything else I can get you to?
No, my dear. This will be fine for now.
Gotcha. And you? Alrighty, enjoy.
Here's to having good drinking company. I'm sure you probably have plans this evening. No? Just getting some fresh air then. I don't blame you. Tonight is quite favorable indeed for a walk. And there is the burning question of the evening. My name, I assure you, it is nothing more but just a name, though I do like to tease the drunks that visit the bar. Are you sure? The origins of Vlad Dracula Origins are not as enjoyable if one is sober. Only because you asked. Let's see. Where to begin? Wallachia, sometime around 1462, I believe. So hard to keep track of dates when you've lived for as long as I have. Let's see. At the time, the Turks were invading my homeland of Wallachia. As a prince, my duty was to protect my people, and so I opened up the doors to my castle and invited the refugees a place to stay, as I made plans with my generals to deal with the invading forces. Many times they sent their forces to attack my castle, and many times they failed in their mission. At least, their attempt to finish my rule quickly. Unfortunately for us, at the time they had competent leaders to cut out our forces of trade. Playing the waiting game to starve and provoke a rebellion within my castle walls. It was several months before we would run out of rations, possibly sooner if more refugees kept coming in. I had sent out scouts to different parts of the countryside to see where the Turks were at the time. Unfortunately, none of them returned, which led me to believe that the Turks had the castle surrounded. It would only be a matter of time before they invaded again, so I took it upon myself to lead a group of soldiers with me to find a safe passage to lead my people to safety from the possible siege that would take place. Shall we take this outside? A nice walk in the night air would do us some good. I'll take care of the tab. Wait for me outside. Great. I'll be right behind you. Ready? Excellent. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. I had sent word for reinforcements, but time was short, and waiting for a response could be the reason for our downfall. So, deep into the surrounding forest and mountainside we travelled north, stealthily, as we plotted a path through the barricade that the Turks set up. Somehow, we managed to reach the edge of the m4e forest without realizing how far we travelled. Once inside the forest, the scenery gave an unsettling feeling as we heard random and strange noises crying out into the haze of the day soon ending. It was the first night for us to make camp, which should have warned us of the things that haunted that cursed forest. My men would have rather faced the Turks than what we met the next few days. Something came after us with an insatiable hunger as we were unwittingly trapped in the maze the woods had ensnared us in. At first, it was the wolves that watched our every move inside the camp, their eyes reflecting the firelight as they hid in the dark shadows of the night. The second night, unbeknownst to our group, a man had disappeared. Not a single sound or trace of where he would have gone. As the group began to fear the wolves that followed, I had set up watch shifts for each of my men and myself. The next morning, 2 more of my men disappeared without a trace. The one on watch, and the one to relieve him of his duty. My men became discouraged as we seemed to be going in circles, the path unknown to us as we traversed the dark woods, no matter how fast we hasten our pace. Unable to travel any further, I commanded for a group to be set up once more. I vowed to my men that I would stay up myself, with each of them taking shifts to help aid me throughout the night's watch. Wonderful idea to stroll through the park. After you. It was after midnight when I noticed a change in the air. Everything became still. A slow-moving fog crept into our camp. Looking to my aid, I saw they had gone into a trance-like state. Try as I might, my voice couldn't reach out to him to waken him from his enchantment. Even my own body resisted me as I stood there helpless to save him while the others slept. The fog enveloped everything as I watched him disappear into the fog and away from camp. The silence broke with an unnerving scream that the fog quickly silenced once more. I pulled the sword from my scabbard as the camp became nothing but a dense cloud of white. Moments later, I heard the screams of the rest of my men. Just as quickly as the fog rolled in, it disappeared from whence it came, revealing myself alone in the camp. Sword in hand, I ran through the woods until I arrived at an old castle. The same fog cleared a path towards its front doors, inviting me in as my senses screamed to turn and run. Quietly and sultry, a voice called out into my mind, beckoning me to enter.
Vlad. Vlad. Come in and warm yourself.
My body moved forward, as if being pulled by strings. I entered the main entryway, shocked to see how different the castle was on the inside. My fear became one of awe, as the castle had appeared abandoned and beaten down by the environment, yet inside it was warm and welcoming. Sheathing my sword, my eyes scouted the area to see a figure standing at the top of the grand staircase. Stepping out of the shadows, the figure was that of a woman. Tall and slender, her skin looked of porcelain to the comparison of her long, raven black hair. Her beauty, difficult to describe in mere words. I stood at the end of the staircase as she approached.
Welcome, Prince of Wallachia. You are tired from your travels, yes? I shall give you shelter for the night.
I followed this enchantress, as I was bound to the spell of her presence and soothing voice. Seems like we have a few patrons to have followed us from the bar. Keep calm and face forward.
Hey, yo! Wait up! We just wanted to talk to you two.
Yeah, something we want to ask.
I do wish you would keep it short. We are in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, this won't take long. We just wanted to ask for some help.
Yeah, you see, our wallets got lost and we need some cash. We overheard you being a count and everything. I'm sure you can donate some money to our plight.
I do apologize, but I don't think we are able to help you out. Now, if you don't mind, we'll be on our way.
Don't think so. We're gonna need to get that donation.
I will only tell you once more. Leave us in peace, and I will not harm you both.
Suit yourself. Don't say we didn't warn you.
I am sorry, my friend, but it seems like this cannot be helped. I did ask politely, yet you wanted to ignore my simple requests.
What the fuck, bro? How are you? Give me back my knife.
But of course.
What just happened? Let's get this guy.
I don't mind killing fools who beg for death. As you wish.
Oh, forget this!
You're a freak!
My most sincere apologies if I have upset or frightened you in any way. I do hope you can forgive me, and please, keep this a secret from anyone else. I am indebted to you. Thank you. You're not afraid of me? I see. That's a relief. I have quite enjoyed having you as company tonight. Well, the night is soon fading, and I must get you home. Let me get a taxi for you. Still interested in hearing the rest? Well, I'll tell you the rest if you agree to meet me back at the bar. Let's say around the same time. Wonderful. I shall see you there then. Until then, my friend, rest well.